What's up, everyone? Welcome to NFL Week 12 Thanksgiving special here on Fantasy Focus. Ryan Levy with my boy Buckey here to break down the Washington football team taking on the Dallas Cowboys. We are going to provide you with our Monkey Knife Fight DFS picks. How you doing, Buck?
I'm doing well. I want to thank the big man upstairs for blessing us with two marquee matchups to start Thanksgiving. Last year, we were all spoiled with the beautiful Buffalo Bills beating the Dallas Cowboys. It ain't the case now. We got football team Dallas, and we're breaking it down here. If you have not played on Monkey Knife Fight, feel free to sign up, make a deposit. They will match your deposit with a bonus equal to your deposit up to $50. Should you use the code FOCUSED when you go ahead and make that deposit for first-time buyers or first-time players, get on in there. It's a lot of fun. We've had some pretty decent success on it this year. I'm looking forward to this one here. I actually love this rapid-fire matchup.
Yeah, I was going to say, whenever there's a game that's not all that exciting, I think there's plenty of money to be made in the DFS world. And again, if you've never played on Monkey Knife Fight before, you're not playing against the fantasy sharks out there. You're playing against the house. So you can bet whatever you want here. In this instance, we've got a rapid fire where it's basically you're pitting three sets of players against each other. Quarterbacks for passing yards, receptions here with the two wide receivers, and rushing yards with the two running backs. I'm going to throw down $5. 5 will win you 25. So nice and simple there. Let's start with the passing yards, Bucky. We've got Alex Smith versus Andy the Red Rocket Dalton. And Alex Smith is getting plus 4.5 yards. What are we thinking here?
I'm going to go Alex Smith. And the reason being is the Cowboys did realize a little bit of a recipe for success last week was leaning on Ezekiel Elliott. They had a 32 pass, 28 run split last week. With that in mind, nearly 50-50. I think that is the recipe. Formidable opponent there in the football team. That still sounds so stupid.
I know.
When you sent me the link, it said WFT versus Cowboys. I was like, are we playing online poker or some shit?
Yes.
But I don't feel like Andy Dalton chucking it around is going to be the recipe here against a formidable secondary and a team that has rushed the passer very well this year. So I think Alex Smith getting yards is the kicker for me here. I'm going to go Alex Smith. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And isn't it funny that it took this long for the Cowboys to realize? And I know they had the quarterback situation and Dalton was out a couple of weeks with the injury and all that. Right. But look what happens when you hand the ball to Zeke Elliott. You win ball games, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's just like Cleveland whenever they lose, it's because they don't hand the ball to Nick Chubb. Just hand the ball to your stud and watch what happens. I mean, it's not that difficult.
I mean, he kind of dug his own hole for a little bit there with the two fumble performance, but
he did. But I'm just saying, man, it's good to see Zeke back. I mean, he was to the point where we were benching Zeke in a lot of circumstances for guys like Antonio Gibson.
But for the record, did not.
Hey, Tone Gibson had a decent game. It's not like it was a flop by any means. I mean, Tone Gibson last week, 16 for 94 and a score.
He had a good game.
He did. And regarding Alex Smith, I know last week wasn't pretty. 17 of 25 for only $166, a touchdown and a score. He didn't really need to do much more with Joe Burrow going down. I mean, they were just kind of handing the ball off and playing good defense. They really didn't need to do much more against Finley. So
many people have had that same situation. They didn't have to do too much more.
Exactly. So I think he bounces back this week and has a good game against a porous secondary there in Dallas. So I'm with you on Alex Smith for sure. What are we thinking at the wide receiver position? We got CeeDee Lamb versus Terry McLaurin. CeeDee Lamb is getting plus 1.5 receptions.
I still like Terry. Terry gets 7 in this game. CD gets 5.
I'm actually on board with that. Normally, I like to lean with the plus 1.5, but not so scary Terry, as I like to call him, just to piss off the Ohio State fans there. I mean, this guy's as solid as they come. I mean, before last week, 7 for receptions, and last week he had 5. But He's had 74 yards or greater in 5 straight weeks now. I know we're talking about receptions here, but this guy's just the model of consistency here. So I'm with you. I think he goes back to 7 receptions this week. And if I know what you're going to do here, Buck, based on your analysis, great analysis, by the way, buddy. Rushing yards for Zeke, he is a 17.5 point favorite over Tone Gibson. Are we
17.5 yard favorite?
Sorry, that's what I meant.
I'm still going Zeke Elliott. Reason being, Antonio Gibson has only eclipsed 60 yards on the ground in 2 games. That isn't where he's shining. He's shining in the red zone. But I do feel, given the situation in the secondary in Dallas, I think they're just going to lean on their pass game. And Alex Smith proved 2 weeks ago he ain't done yet. He's got more cooking in the kitchen. And Zeke Elliott, they got a win last week on 21 carries. I think that continues this week. So even with that big edge for Gibson, I still think just game script itself, it plays more into Zeke Elliott's hands.
Love it, man. All right, I'm on board with that. So again, 5 will win you 25. And now we are going to take you to the 6 out of 6 special, our long shot of the day. And as you can see here, as I'm scrolling over to that, there's a ton of different options here. You can do reception collection, Hail Mary, rush hour, go long. There's all sorts of different games that you can play. We just like to highlight a couple here so you have an idea of what we like. We love the rapid fires, but we always got to throw a long shot in there for you DGen gamblers out there that like to like the long shot. You know, you want to throw $100 on this, win yourself $3,000.
Is this 35 or 30?
We got 30x today.
30x.
30x. So depending on how we feel here, you know, I'm either going to throw a 2 for 60 or, you know, maybe a 5 for 180 if I'm feeling spicy, Buck.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty spicy. I'm like a nice Rojo sauce at Chipotle away from it.
So immediately I'm going more on receptions for Not So Scary Terry there.
I'm going more on Zeke.
Yes. What are we thinking about CD and Amari? That's where it gets a little dicey.
Yeah, I'm going to go more on Amari, less on CD.
Okay. Fair enough. Any specific reason that you lean one over the other?
Nope, it's a pure coin flip here.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. It's hard to predict there without Dak. Man, I loved CD earlier this year. I mean, I still love him as a player.
He's still been good. He's been productive. He's been involved every week, and well, except that 1 week right after Dak got hurt, but he's been steadily involved in that offense. I'm going to go more on Alex Smith, less on the Red Rocket.
Yes, I am 100% on board with that. I agree with your analysis that the Cowboys, if they're going to win this game, they're going to just hand the ball to Zeke 20 times again, and Andy Dalton doesn't necessarily need to throw for more than 250 yards. But I actually think Washington wins this game. I think Washington wins. What about you?
I think Dallas wins.
It seems like Dallas is a Thanksgiving type of team. They're always playing on Thanksgiving. They always do decent, I guess.
Yeah, they ran into the buzzsaw of Josh Allen last year.
They did. I'm still not a believer in the Cowboys. I can't believe the Vikings blew that. I just love the story of Alex Smith. So I'm rooting for Washington here. Vegas has the Cowboys as 3-point favorites, actually. So it is at home for the Cowboys. So there you have it. So I'm going to throw $2 on that to win myself 60. I'll run down for you real quick. We got Andy Dalton less than 249.5 passing yards. Alex Smith more than 245.5 passing yards. Terry McLaurin more than 5.5 receptions. Bucky and I got him down for 7. We got Zeke Elliott more than 75.5 rushing yards. We got CD less than 53.5 and Amari Cooper more than 51.5 receiving yards. And that will do it, Buck.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sign us off, buddy.
All right, folks. Like, subscribe. We go live Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern time for all of your start, sit questions, lineup, anything, trades. Well, I think we're past trades now, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
For the most part, unless you play in a crazy league, which I'm down with. But we're here to answer your questions. Join us on Sunday. Can't wait to see all y'all.
All right, guys. Good luck in Monkey Knife Fight. Don't forget to use the code FOCUSED when you make your first deposit, or follow the link in the description. Get yourself a 100% deposit bonus. Good luck. See you soon.
See ya.